Have you ever wanted to have a conversation with a Longarmer to see what it's all about? Are you a quilter and you're thinking about sending it to a Longarmer? Hi, my name is Trisha. I am from Mitered Corner Quilting and I am a Longarmer. I specialize in t-shirt quilts or memory quilts, but I wanted to take this time to open up the conversation from quilter to Longarmer and see or share with you tips and tricks on how to prepare your quilt to send it to a Longarmer or to take it to a Longarmer. And I thought this would be the perfect time to do that. So I am going to finish basting this side down. I've been quilting on this beautiful quilt that I have on my machine right now. My machine is a Gamma Vision 2. I have an 18-inch throat space, so it's 18 inches from the needle to the back of the machine. So that's how much space I can quilt at one time. My machine is hand guided, so I don't have a computer that has the patterns. So I follow a pantograph with a laser light. But so I baste all my stitches down by using a 1-inch basting stitch. And as I advance the quilt, I baste down each side. So I just thought I'd finish this one real quick while I'm on here talking to you so you can see the little bit of work that I do. So we're going to move it down here and I'm going to baste this side. And so what I want to do with this channel is to talk about or open up the conversation with a Longarmer. So what do you ask a Longarmer when you're searching for one? What do they need from you in regards to your backing, batting, and quilt top? What kind of questions are they going to ask you so you don't go in blindly and be like, I don't know what kind of questions I need. So I have these little sticks right here. And the reason I do is sometimes the batting might not be big enough. I have this black plate. Can you see it? This black plate right here. So if the quilt backing isn't long enough, these clips will hit the bottom of this right here. And it will do a little jog in the quilt. So when I have this little bar in place, it raises it up just enough. It raises it up just enough so it won't hit this black plate and I won't have a little jog in my quilt. So that's how I protect that. But I'm going to set that aside right now because I have to oil my machine also and clean it up a little bit. It's the end of the day, so I'm going to be cleaning my machine. And so I thought I would bring you along with doing it. If you have any questions regarding what I need to ask the Longarmer, what do I even look for a Longarmer? I'll share with you in just 1 second the most common question I get, or the most common questions I get for long-arming. Long-arming machines would be one of the main questions when you're looking for a Longarmer. I'm just getting the dust out of my machine. Don't like the dust buildup, and you can see. All right, and now I'm going to oil it a little bit. Get my oil. Okay, I'm back. All right, on my machine, I have to oil it in 7 different places. So there's 2 little balls right back here. Two little wicks up at the top of my machine. And I'm just letting you see this part so you can see the maintenance. there's one little oil ball right over here. And then I have to move around to the other side. So I thought I would share my quilt machine with you tonight so you can see it. All right. And I have one more in the bobbin that I'm going to oil when I change out my bobbin. So that would be make 7 if you were counting. So again, my machine is a Gamma Vision 2 with an 18-inch throat space, hand guided. So that means that I use my hand. I can sew from the front or the back of the machine, but I do the basting stitch in the front, and then I follow a pantograph in the back. So let me show you what that is. So the pantograph is this pattern right there on the table. So I follow that pattern with the laser light. And I will go to the end. And I'll show you an example. So for a hand-guided machine, I do not do custom quilting. I follow the pattern the pantograph pattern that the customer and I agree upon that goes with the quilt. And I have a laser light. There's a little red light. And so I trace, and I don't have it going right now, but I trace the little black light or the little red light on the black patterned line. And you can see my little markings right here. I marked it with blue, but I marked the start and the stop of each pattern, so I know my starting point and stopping point. And I do that, and I hand guide the machine, and then I roll it up and reset it for the next row, and I continue to do that until I am done with their quilt. So welcome to my studio again. If you have any questions about how to even find a Longarmer or talk to a Longarmer, how much a Longarmer costs, I can tell you my cost. My cost is 2.5 cents per square inch. So basically you would take the size of your quilt, 60 times 70, and then times 0.025. And that would be about the average cost of what your quilt would cost. And that's the going rate for hand-guided quilting. If you do custom quilting, it's going to be more expensive because it takes longer to custom quilt around all of the quilt. If you have computerized quilting, where they set up the quilt on the computer, it is going to be more expensive than hand-guided. Also, because of the prep time and the extra work that it takes. So depending on what you're looking for and what you want is what the cost is going to be. And those are questions that I hope to answer, generalized questions, because of course I can't speak for somebody who does custom quilting or computerized quilting because I don't know their answers, but I want to open up the conversation so you feel comfortable at least contacting them and going in and calling them, and you'll kind of know what they're going to ask you or what you want to ask them. So that's what I want to do on this channel. And so if you have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments. Like and subscribe if you want to learn more about long arm quilting or get some question answered. Even if you have a computerized question or custom quilting, I can reach out to the people I know who do that and get those questions answered for you as well. So I hope you like and follow or subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.